Hello students, once again I Beena Kidwani is here with you to discuss about another interesting and learning episodes of B Pharma on the important unit of Introduction to Clinical Pharmacy Practice, Definition and Scope, Common Daily Terminology used in the practice of medicine, Functioning and Working of Clinical Pharmacy Unit, Manpower Requirements, which is one of the very important units of the section of Clinical and Hospital Pharmacy of B Pharm 7th semester. Let's start our episode while taking a look at what we are going to learn today. Module 1, Introduction to Clinical Pharmacy. Module 2, Basic Components, Scope, Activities and Role of Clinical Pharmacy. Module 3, Benefits of Clinical Pharmacy, Practice, Areas and Elements of Clinical Pharmacy Practice. Module 4, Conclusion. Module 1, Introduction to Clinical Pharmacy. Clinical pharmacy is that branch of pharmacy which is concerned with various aspects of patient care and deals not only with dispensing of drugs but also on advising the patients on the safe and rational use of drugs. The clinical pharmacist serves as a source of information on drugs and dosage form to the members of the medical faculty, the nursing staff and other healthcare professionals. Clinical pharmacy services are considered important in the hospitals because the hospital provides an environment to the clinical pharmacist which is conducive to serve as a guide to the patient on safe and rational use of drugs. It also provides a setting where meaningful interaction with other members of the healthcare team is possible. In simple words, clinical pharmacy is defined as that area of pharmacy concerned with the science and practice of rational medication use. Clinical pharmacy includes all the services performed by pharmacists practicing in hospitals, community pharmacies, nursing homes, home-based care services, clinics and any other setting where medicines are prescribed and used. It is more oriented to the analysis of population needs with regards to medicines, ways of administration, pattern of use and drug effects on the patients. The unabridged definition of clinical pharmacy is organized into three sections: the discipline of clinical pharmacy, the clinical pharmacist and the roles of the clinical pharmacist in the healthcare system. Goals, objectives and aims of clinical pharmacy: promoting the correct and appropriate use of medicine products and devices, maximizing the clinical effect of medicines, minimizing the risk of treatment induced adverse effects, minimizing the expenditure for pharmacological treatments. The emergence of clinical pharmacy as a branch has been largely because of an explosive increase in the availability of a large number of drugs and the excessive patient load on the physicians. The physicians has now to depend upon the pharmacist for imparting drug related information to the patient, especially in hospitals. The clinical pharmacist has taken over the duties of the physician for providing information on drugs and their administration to the patient. The term clinical does not necessarily imply an activity implemented in a hospital setting. The clinical pharmacist thus bridges the gap between the professional and lay understanding of drug action. The term clinical pharmacy and pharmaceutical care are different. Pharmaceutical care is the direct responsible provision of the medication related care for the purpose of achieving definite outcomes that improves a patient's quality of life. Figure 1 shows the clinical pharmacy requirements. Dear students, after the introductory part of clinical pharmacy, let us now deal with the basic components, scope, activities and functions of clinical pharmacist. Module 2, Basic Components, Scope, Activities and Role of Clinical Pharmacy. The basic components of a clinical pharmacy practice includes prescribing drugs, administering drugs, documenting professional services, reviewing drug use, communication, counseling, consulting, preventing medication error. Scope of clinical pharmacy: drug information, drug utilization, drug evaluation and selection, medication history and its therapy management, monitoring of drug therapy, formal education and training programs, patient education and counseling, clinical trials, disease state management, application of electronic data processing (EDP). A clinical pharmacist has a role from the time the patient reports to the hospital for treatment of an ailment till he or she recovers, including follow-up period after discharge. The scope of the services of a clinical pharmacist is so wide that he helps not only the physician and the patient but also the nurse and other members of the healthcare team. The clinical pharmacist records the medication history of the patient upon his or her entry to the hospital, which includes drug exposure in the past, known adverse or hypersensitivity reactions, use of herbal and over-the-counter drugs, drugs of alternate system, habit of smoking, drinking, etc. All these factors affect the outcome of therapy. Clinical pharmacy is also involved in suggesting or recommending certain clinical laboratory testing or special diagnostic procedures for monitoring the success of therapy. Clinical pharmacy is also involved with patient education with regard to safe and proper use of drugs. Patient education will also improve patient compliance. Clinical pharmacy is also involved in clinical trials, drug utilization studies, participation and organizing training programs with the view to update knowledge and introduce newer concepts about drug therapy, instruments, methodology and other aspects of patient care. Activities of clinical pharmacist. Clinical pharmacists are a primary source of scientifically valid information and advice regarding the safe, appropriate and cost-effective use of medications. The principal activities of a clinical pharmacist include consulting, analyzing therapies, advising healthcare practitioners on the correctness of drug therapy and providing pharmaceutical care to patient both at hospital and at community level. Selection of drugs, defining drug formularies of limited list of drugs in collaboration with hospital doctors, general practitioners and decision makers. Drug information, seeking information and critically evaluating scientific literature, organizing information services for both the healthcare practitioners and the patient. Medication review, review medication chart, review medication history. Attending rounds, drug use studies and research, drug use studies, pharmacoepidemiology, outcome research, pharmacovigilance and vigilance in medical devices, collecting data on drug therapies, their cost and patient outcome through structured and scientific methods, Pharmacokinetic therapeutic drug monitoring, studying the kinetics of drugs and optimizing the dosage. Clinical trials, planning, evaluating and participating in clinical trials. Pharmacoeconomy, using the results of clinical trials and outcome studies to determine cost effectiveness evaluations. Teaching and training, pre and post graduate teaching and activities to provide training and education programs for pharmacists and other healthcare practitioners. Role of clinical pharmacist. Clinical pharmacy activities may influence the correct use of medicine at 3 different levels: before, during and after the prescription is written. First, before the prescription. Clinical trial formularies, drug information, drug related policies. Second, during the prescription. Counseling activity. Clinical pharmacist can influence the attitudes and priorities of the prescribers in their choice of correct treatments. The clinical pharmacist monitors, detects and prevents medication related problems. The clinical pharmacist pays special attention to the doses of drugs which need therapeutic monitoring. Community pharmacist can also make prescription decisions directly when over-the-counter drugs are counseled. Medication-related problems, untreated indications, improper drug selection, subtherapeutic dosage, medication failure to receive medication, overdosage, adverse drug reactions, drug interactions, medication use without indication. Third, after the prescription. Counseling, preparation of personalized formulation, drug use evaluation, outcome research, pharmacoeconomic studies. Module 3, Benefits of clinical pharmacy, practice areas and elements of clinical pharmacy practice. Clinical pharmacy practice areas: ambulatory care, critical care, drug information, geriatric and long-term care, internal medicine and subspecialties, cardiology, endocrinology, gastroenterology, infectious disease, neurology, nephrology, obstetrics and gynecology, pulmonary disease, psychiatry, rheumatology, nuclear pharmacy, nutrition, pediatrics, pharmacokinetics, surgery. Skills required for clinical pharmacist. Clinical pharmacy services are not limited to certain areas but apply to all medical fields such as cardiology, infectious, ambulatory care, oncology, nephrology, internal medicines. It also covers inpatient and outpatient services. The skills required by clinical pharmacist include: first, knowledge about disease, pathophysiology, laboratory data, interpretation, disease management, pharmacokinetic, pharmacodynamics and drug pharmacology. Second, to have skills about drug information resources, communication, how to design pharmaceutical care plan, patient monitoring, patient counseling, drug use evaluation, data presentation and research. Benefits of clinical pharmacy practice: assures optimal drug therapy outcomes, effective drug therapy, safe drug therapy, cost effective drug therapy, assure pharmaceutical care is coordinated and provided collaboratively with other pharmaceutical care providers, assure effective relationships with patients that lead to patient involvement, understanding and adherence, assure efficient and patient focused delivery of care. Functional elements of clinical pharmacy practice. Clinical pharmacy practice (CPP) is a practice in which the pharmacist utilizes his/her professional judgment in the application of pharmaceutical sciences to foster the safe and appropriate use of drugs in or by patients while working with members of the healthcare team. According to American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy, clinical pharmacy is that area within the pharmacy curriculum which deals with patient care with emphasis on drug therapy. Clinical pharmacy seeks to develop a patient-oriented attitude. The acquisition of new knowledge is secondary to the attainment of skills in interprofessional and patient communication. Clinical pharmacy have evolved and still evolving in a variety of ambulatory and institutional pharmacy settings. Many hospitals now providing medication histories, patient drug counseling, patient drug monitoring and drug information services. Specialized clinical services such as clinical pharmacokinetics, nutritional support, clinical toxicology. The practice requires a close association between the pharmacy and the patient, physician and other providing healthcare services. Factors influencing the development of clinical pharmacy. First, unresponsiveness of healthcare delivery system to public needs. Second, absence of a single discipline with broad responsibility for drug use control. Third, overeducated and underutilized pharmacists. Fourth, diminished demand for the traditional compounding skills of pharmacists. Fifth, major unresolved problems with drug use in society. Sixth, inadequate drug knowledge on the art of health professionals and patients. Functions of clinical pharmacist. First, taking of the medication history of the patient. Second, patient education. Third, patient care. Fourth, participation in drug utilization studies. Fifth, formulation and management of drug policies. Sixth, education of medical and paramedical staff. Seventh, research and development. And eighth, drug information. Here we come to an end of 3 modules dealing with clinical pharmacy practice and aspects of clinical pharmacist. In next module, we will deal with the terms dealing with medical practice, status of clinical pharmacy in India. In recent years, hospitals and clinical pharmacy in India has not made much headway beyond purchase, storage, dispensing and distribution of drugs and medicines. The clinical pharmacist role, which should have been active and contribute for patient care, has been limited because of money factor. The foremost factor has been lack of appreciation of very recent developments in the field of hospital pharmacy, mainly development of clinical aspects such as orientation of services towards patient rather than for drug, development of noticeable side effects of drugs rather than adverse effect, interactions and recording them on the patient's bedside chart, organizing drug information center. Patient's drug history has been taken down by the pharmacist. Drug monitoring and educating the patient on drug regimen prescribed and counseling with respect to regular use, observation and timing. Application of principle of pharmacokinetics in drug monitoring. These functions are best performed by properly trained graduates, postgraduates in pharmacy disciplines. No aspects of clinical pharmacy is organized for pharmacists. Thus, to upgrade and provide the status and recognition to clinical pharmacists, its importance should be well known to the public. This will be possible by awareness programs, trainings and other activities so that each and every person recognize the need of clinical pharmacy in healthcare system. Manpower requirement for clinical pharmacy. Manpower represents the number of pharmacists or clinical pharmacists required in healthcare system or hospital. There is no specific literature showing the manpower requirement. The primary care center pharmacy manpower or workforce can be calculated on the basis of several factors as following but not limited to: A. Country general population. B. Type and statistics of common diseases. C. A number of primary care centers and rate of expanding in the future. D. Type of primary care centers, primary care center services. E. Primary care center pharmacy workload. F. The supply of pharmacist and pharmacy education. Depending upon the need, one general clinical pharmacist and one special clinical pharmacist is mandatory in every section. As a rule of thumb, there must be minimum 3 pharmacists in small hospitals. For 100-bed hospitals, 5 pharmacists are mandatory. The summary of workforce issues and imperatives that have a bearing on pharmacy practice models is as under: A. Shortage of pharmacists. B. Ensuring competency. C. Pharmacists' desire for work-life balance. D. The need for highly trained and certified technicians. E. The importance of professionalism. F. The essential role of residencies. G. Importance of interdisciplinary patient care. Module 5 Conclusion. With this, here we came to an end of this lecture. A detailed and elaborative discussion about clinical pharmacy practice is covered in this module. From this lecture session, we can conclude that clinical pharmacist plays a vital and multifunctional role in maintaining the health of the patient. Without clinical pharmacist, the entire healthcare system is incomplete. A pharmacist finds broad application in dispensing, advising, explaining, dealing and all other activities directly or indirectly related to human health. Also, the common terms, abbreviations along with their meanings are discussed in this module. Keeping in mind the interesting concepts, keep theorizing and learning the matter and facts discussed in this lecture. I will be soon back with one another topic covering other section of clinical and hospital pharmacy relevant to the syllabus. Till then, keep studying and learning. Goodbye.